Unlocking mechanism.
Oh, go to that thing
This
first.
could interface with a different
I don't know what the
kind of
cubes do,
translocation
but this is
device.
where you would use the cube. And then you can grab the other cube that's right outside of it, and then use that one.
Alright everyone, Sean here.
Steven here.
And we are back on the PlayStation 5 with... I should have said we were returning on the PlayStation 5.
I'm just gonna stop this video right now.
Here it is, Returnal. This is... I'm considering this the first PlayStation 5 true exclusive true next-gen game, to be honest. You can't play this anywhere else, and I think I've been reading other reviewers say the same thing. This is actually taking advantage of what next gen is offering, at least from the PlayStation 5 standpoint. If you don't know what this game is, it's actually very difficult and time-consuming. This is a roguelike.
It's roguelike, yeah.
I was gonna say Metroidvania, but it's not. Well, a little bit. I'd say a little bit.
In a sense, but without the backtracking, which is a huge part of it. But
we'll get into it. Let's just.
Right.
I'm starting the game here because once I click this button, it's gonna just. You'll see. By the way, this game definitely does a good job of showcasing the new what do you call it? What did they call it for the DualSense, the vibration motors? I forgot what they call it. But it really does.
haptic feedback?
Yes. The haptic feedback is really on point with this game.
Yeah, like they made such an amazing use with the controller, which we'll get more into. Let's just enjoy the movie.
That hurricane?
It's Mass Effect 4.
Oh man. Somebody's Uber is gonna be late.
Astra, this is Celine. I've crashed on Atropos. I survived, but Helios did not. Suit status operational, but my sidearm is missing. I'm leaving comms open.
Well then. Insurance will probably take care of that.
Yep.
So, this is pretty much the start of every cycle. You crash land and you start exactly at this spot. Now, one of the features that this game has are the biomes, as they call them, are procedurally generated. So every cycle you go through the biomes, it's gonna be different, and it's unique, but it's also frustrating.
Abandoning Helios.
True roguelike fashion.
Heading towards White Shadow Broadcast.
So you see that map, that we get a very cool map that tells us all the information that we need, and as we unlock more, show more of the map, you'll see what I'm talking about. Very fast-paced game too. This is not if you're into slow like combat or tactical combat, that's on the slower side, is not for you at all.
Absolutely not.
It's
a bullet hell game.
Yeah, there's tactics involved, but it's just
It's very quick paced.
Yes. And yes, just for transparency's sake, I have played this game about like maybe 2 hours already, so this is not a blind playthrough. But it doesn't matter because it's procedurally generated. At least this part seems to be similar.
Yeah.
But after your first death, it's going to be different.
Scout log. Atropos. I have found a deceased Astra Scout here. Checking identification on helmet. It's...
Dun dun dun.
My sidearm. Continuing towards the signal's origin.
Alright, so I thought that was a pretty cool cutscene. So the basis of the cycles are that you're stuck in a time loop. So every time you die, you get put to the first point where you crash landed.
So it kind of explains why exactly, there's an explanation why it's
right.
like a
It's
robot.
not like it's just like a cycle just for the sake of gameplay. It's actually into the story, and it's pretty clever because every time you die and you go to a new cycle, even though it's the same biome, you unlock different stuff that pertains to the story and explains it a little bit more.
So if you notice, it said halfway down to aim. Eventually, I don't think you have it yet, but once you get the new weapon, or actually I believe you get it soon, there's the alternate fire, is where you hold down the left trigger all the way. Otherwise, it's halfway down. They made a good use of the triggers. So
Yes.
halfway down is to aim regularly, and then once you unlock it, then you have alternate fire by...
Yeah, very very intuitive.
Right.
Probably the first time out of all the games I've played that I've liked the triggers.
It's not disruptive. It's easy to have a good rhythm. I feel like using it to fire is a little more difficult, such as in Demon Souls, where you're using arrows. It was a little more tricky to get a good rhythm with firing, but not an issue here at all.
So here we're gonna get our first combat here, and don't be deceived. This is easy right here. This is the only easy mode that
Right.
you're gonna see in this game.
And every cycle starts, you only have that sidearm until you get a new weapon, so it's a lot more manageable in the beginning.
Scavenger fauna.
And one gameplay mechanic is you don't really have ammo, but there is an overload, and if you time it right, you hit the fire button while you're in the middle of that rectangle, then your ammo is ready to go right there.
Kind of like a active reload.
Right.
Recorded log found. Adding to databank. Playing back now. Scout log. Atropos. Elapsed time, 30 minutes since last crash. Whole areas of this forest are rearranging themselves like a fluid puzzle after each of my... Whenever I return, per Astra protocol, I will not be recovered until I reach the broadcast signal. If you're hearing this, you are stuck here too.
That we are.
I don't remember recording that.
Okay, so we got our key. We're gonna go back here and open this door.
Also, I love the use of the sound effects the controller makes.
Yes. Did you figure out how to do this?
You can just dash through it.
Security
didn't know that.
system encountered.
So if you're good at timing your dashes, then you have that vulnerability period, those iframes.
Yeah, and one thing I do like is if you know when you enter an area, it does tell you kind of like what's in there. Well, it doesn't show up on this map, but on the mini map over there, it'll tell you where there's an item of interest. So over here we get some health.
And if there's enemies, then you'll see it also on the mini map.
I kind of like that, so I'm not just like wasting my time exploring. Get some more enemies here. So you're gonna be friends with the circle button because that's where that's what you press the dash.
I actually found it. I changed the controls, and I put the dash on L1, I believe, or L or R1. I can't remember which makes a huge difference because being able to aim and dash and not worry about using any of those buttons, yeah, makes a huge difference.
And note, I'm very happy that the developers help you, help tell you where you're heading, without actually which will make sense when you're actually doing your future cycles. These doors here, with the almost like with the rectangle shape, those are for main progression. So that's to progress through the biome to the next area.
Right.
And I don't know if we've had one yet.
It's that side path symbol, but it's an upside down V essentially.
Yeah. And that's very useful if again you're trying to speed run through a certain biome. Alright, so this is one of the features that this game has. It's called malignant items, and it's kind of like a risk reward thing, where if you pick it up, they'll tell you, okay, there's a probability of a malfunction being low, and it'll go from moderate to high. And basically what it does is it gives you something that impedes your progress, and the only way to take it back is to fulfill a certain condition. So we'll go ahead and pick this up.
Oh, and you got one even on low. So
yep. Which I think
that's a pretty rough one. So every time, I'm guessing that's when you successfully do the overload, right? Then you take a little damage.
Yes, that sucks.
And we don't have any. So the condition that you have to fulfill is use a consumable, but we haven't found one yet.
There's a switch for the area.
So if you're at full health and you pick up 3 health items, or I don't know if it's the size of it matters, then you get like a little increase in your health bar. So it pays off, especially early on in the run, to be a little more careful when it's not as hectic.
Hey, hey! That's cool. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I've discovered piled corpses of a xenotype species. Likely the architects of these ruins. These could be the sentients that broadcast the white shadows.
Do you have no shame for other xenotypes cultures? Because that's the last thing I would have done. I honestly did not know you got obolites, or is that how you pronounce it? From destroying those statues?
What are you pointing at?
See, that was pointless. You didn't get anything.
It is impossible to escape. I have tried everything. I'm always brought back by... There is a moment between death and rebirth when tentacles drag me down, screaming, drowning, returning.
Alright, well, we're not going to see any deaths because I'm pretty good at this game, and,
Yeah.
and we're not going to die. At least while I'm recording.
Encountered hostile predator.
Oh crap. Forgot about this guy. No, 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 no. We're not supposed to die, man. I died. I
wanna see- I'm sure
when
somebody-
when I started, this is a real start. This is the real start of the game. That you had to die there.
I'm actually curious if somebody's been able to.
I'm sure.
Because you got pretty far there. I want to see somebody beat that first try.
See, this is the real beginning. The title's there.
Yeah, I was actually like, I really want to get really far without dying, and of course that you didn't have much of a chance there.
Helios! Astra, this is Celine. I survived the... Can you hear me? I'm in my ship. Suit status operational and...
So, certain parts of the game, they'll actually let you walk around in first person. There's no combat here whatsoever. It's just at the very beginning in your ship, you know, you'll be in first person, and then certain story parts, they'll put you in this perspective. But it's not a major gameplay
Right.
thing. So, you know, if you're not into first person shooter, you're not good at it, don't worry about it. It's not real gameplay.
It's just an aesthetic.
So here, you know, we have a couple of options, or 3 options here. So here we can change our suit. I think these are pre-order suits. I wish they were different colors, but we'll go with this. And here,
You got your stats.
don't care about that. And they have challenges here for online, daily challenges, but I guess it's not working now.
I think you have to finish the first biome. At least that's when I noticed I was able to access it.
All right, let's get out of here. All right, the real run starts now. Let's see how far we can get. We'll do the speed run. Keep up. And if you've played Hades and you're like, oh look, it's a roguelike, I want to get this game. This is kind of different.
It's a lot more time consuming per, like, well, it can be per cycle compared to Hades. I think Hades is the perfect, I guess, amount of time per run.
Right. So, right off the bat, I'll tell you, one of the things I don't like about this game is the fact that there's no saving at all. What that causes, it causes a bunch of issues, really. And it's not to say, like, I don't want saving to make the game easier. I just want to take a break and take a safe break at that, you know? The issue that happens now is, there's no way to save the game. You can restart the cycle, which will start you back at where we were just now a few seconds ago. And that's it. Once you die, you go back. And as much progress as you make, if you die, you come to that same point. And if, you play about an hour or so, and you're like, oh, I want to stop, all you can do is suspend the game.
Go into rest mode, that's it.
And that limits you, basically, because if you want to play something else, you're out of luck. Especially with the way the PlayStation 5 is programmed.
Or if you share, you have several accounts, like you share a PlayStation 5 with somebody, you pretty much got to make sure you have time dedicated to just you playing it.
So this is not like okay, I'm going to pick up the game and play and see how far I can get. And it's locked. And that's my one issue. Oops. So, good thing is when you fall, it doesn't,
you
kill
just take
you.
a chunk of health away.
Yeah. You just got to make sure that you're not low on health. Here's a side area. We'll go through that first. But, like prior to recording, I had a chunk of time that I was going to play, but I knew it wouldn't give me enough time. I don't know what this does.
You need... Oh. So there's certain like artifacts and other mechanics in the game that sometimes will help. Sometimes there's downsides to it.
Is that gonna create like an enemy for you to fight?
I have no idea. I've never been able to.
Yeah, there's still some stuff like I'm not 100% on learning this game. Yeah. But
and honestly, because of how lengthy it is, and for the same reason, like I can't really stop it. I want to play more, but I also want to make sure I have time to dedicate to just focus on it. So I think we both at least reached the second biome, and that's why I haven't really gotten farther, is because I need dedicated time to play it.
Yeah. So like if this PlayStation 5 is your main console, when you play this game, it's like you can only play this game,
right? Unless
you're willing to just screw over an hour and a half, and then start over from the beginning. That's the thing I don't like. I would have liked if they put like a save system, a save point, in a way where it doesn't take away from the roguelike aspect of it. So, real quick, this is where we get the alt fire. So, and this is again, as you said before, one of the best use of the impulse triggers, or it's not called impulse triggers, the trigger lock system. And so when you hold it down halfway, which feels natural because it
stops you. You got that.
And you get that resistance. Right, you can just go in, and even in the middle of a fight, and you're running around and you're stressed out. You're not mistakenly.
You'll be stressed out a lot, by the way.
Yeah, you're not confusing it. It's very intuitive. And then when you hold down all the way, you get your alt fire mode.
Highly effective. This will be useful.
Could have set it better myself. And there are certain things you keep every cycle. So, for instance,
whoa! I've never seen this guy in a first run like that.
There are items like you get a melee weapon to break down shields, barriers, and you'll keep that. Sometimes there's going to be a key to get to a boss room or to get to the next biome. You'll keep that upon death. So it's not like you lose everything once you die. And I think that's kind of what the developers are kind of going for. If you shut the game off, then you can still have those upgrades and key items. But it is time consuming getting back to, another biome.
Yeah, nothing like Hades where you know, you're getting a persistent increase in stats or something like
Right.
that. You're essentially just any progression equipment. You know, like later on, I'm guessing there's going to be like some sort of grapple or something like that.
Right.
You know, your sword that you get later on that you maintain. Is there a reason for that?
I'm assuming it'll kill you if you.
Yeah, it is, but you can use that to like traverse to a higher area.
Oh, true.
Oh, 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 oh. You thought I was gonna die.
And there is, I think once you finish the third biome, then there's a checkpoint, so then you start from there. But at the same time, it is, I guess, it's time consuming going through each biome, and I feel like I do need to have like a good amount of time to invest each chunk every time.
Yeah,
I play.
so keep that in mind if you get this game. It's definitely a game where when you play it, especially when you know going to progress, you're gonna need to set a good amount of time on.
Right.
So here's our first new weapon. We can only have one weapon at a time.
Acquired a xenotype weapon, similar to our carbine technology.
So this is more like an assault rifle. And as you find more weapons, you're able to either switch them or, you know, you keep your current weapon. And you'll see that weapon that you leave, it'll still be there, so if you ever want to go back and switch it, you
Discovered
can.
a massive wall beyond which is the white shadow signal. I can't cross the chasm. For now, I'll change objectives and investigate the energy reading in the forest.
The graphics in this game, by the way, are pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
Scout log, Atropos. Who triggered the broadcast? Do you see the white shadow is something only I should know? And now, out of literally nowhere, I'm hearing it again. Were the sentients involved? But how would they have known? I need to believe there are answers at the signal.
So, when we talk about... Oh, boy. I was just about to tell you. So, you'll see, like, it said, like, when I got hit just now, it said adrenaline reset. The more enemies I kill without being hit, it increases my adrenaline level. I want to do that. And obviously, the more levels you have, you start doing more damage.
And I think that also affects how wide of that overload area you get.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Xenotype device acquired. I think this will prove a useful tool.
The more you use a weapon, you gain weapon proficiency, and that's going to be very important, especially later on in the game, because if you start a cycle and you don't have a very proficient, you're not proficient in a weapon, it will hinder you.
Right. I believe that carries over, correct? At least
I
once
don't
you...
think so.
It doesn't?
No.
I think there was something with weapons, but it does pay off to, try out different weapons. I'm particularly fond of like the electro pylon.
So here's where we I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So if I take this, I'm guaranteed to get a malfunction. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll do this one. Oh, it's not bad.
That's actually ideal because you're going to be killing hostiles anyway, and this is just repairing. So that is a stronger weapon.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it.
You want to risk it and do another one?
No. I mean, watch that. I prefer the carbine.
Yeah.
But
My favorite weapon is the pylons. It shoots these rods and then they connect, so there's like a little beam. And if you hit the enemies directly, then it still causes damage over a amount of time.
This looks like we have a chest over here. And there's must be a lot right there. It is. Oh my gosh.
Well,
no, I'll keep this one. Okay, man, why did you make me do that? Waste it. Alright, let's see how far we can get.
I have interacted with other versions of myself. But I worry one day I will re-experience these same interactions from their perspectives. But are they truly me? Or just hollow
I wish there was an option to switch over the shoulder you're aiming. At least I don't think there is an option for that. You know, it'll come in handy every once in a while, like on a lot of shooters, who knows, but...
I wouldn't even know if I had time to do that.
It was, like I saw you were like aiming right by the tree and you couldn't see past the tree because you couldn't switch the shoulders. That's the only reason I thought of it. I mean, I noticed it in my playthrough as well.
Wait, they all come from behind me.
Yeah, there's a lot for you to pay attention to, like, you know, your odds, your ammo, your overload. I try and keep an eye on my mini-map too, so you can see where those enemies are coming from. Oh, once you kill that last enemy, then you'll be good.
He's just camping there. Like, I am not leaving there. Oh, wait, man, come on!
Alright, so malfunction's gone. Now we can get the full amount for every healing item we get. And there's quite a few here, too.
Jeez. Is that a malignant one again?
Yep. Let's see what the probability is. Go for it. Get all the healing items first. And we'll consider it. So, looks like it was behind those vines. You'll be able to do it.
Oh crap!
Okay, well, it's good to know what happens if you wait too long. It's just I don't know if it was gonna be like an instant death sort of thing. It was just a tiny chunk.
There's a side door here. Let's check this out first. We get too crazy. Watch this like kill us. She saw the force from Resident Evil. Oh my god.
It's Forest.
Oh, that almost killed me.
Oh, wow. Well, you got 2 consumables, so you're good.
I only have 1 consumable.
You got 2 of them, though. Use it. All one. Oh, this is just the efficiency. Whoa. You can see the risks are pretty big too.
Yeah, it can screw up a run.
Yeah.
Very.
You definitely have to think
you could
carefully.
be. Yeah, you can be. You know what? Let's just do it.
Go for it.
Oh my God! Are you?
Use it and then pick the other one back up. See, you're golden, man.
All right. Oh, that's not bad.
You just gotta be. So the enemies drop obolites when they die. That's like the currency, but you have to be pretty close by. They do disappear pretty quickly. Oh, you got a good chunk right there. I think you missed one. See, a little over a third of the way there.
So this is one of the equipment that you'll have every cycle.
Scan is indicating potential for suit augmentation. Appears safe to repurpose.
I like how that conveniently latches there.
System integration complete. Performing a function test to confirm.
So now we can teleport. There's certain ones that only have... Oh, she'll explain it.
Confirmed. Point-to-point teleportation. Location exit seems fixed.
You have that, and then there's also set teleportation spots, so then you can quickly traverse like spots you've already been to.
Mm-hmm.
A good tip: in the first biome, you can go back to your ship and sleep, and then you'll get back some integrity, your health. I learned this, of course, after I finished the first biome, and that does not help you in any way outside of this biome. But you'll get better if you don't do it.
Yes. There's no point in learning the crutches now,
Right.
because you won't be able to use it after. Just do that.
This is gonna, yeah. It's game, it's a loser.
Oh!
This stuff is cool. What took a little getting used to is that once your adrenaline level goes up, you have that red aura that goes on you. Like every time I saw that,
Yeah,
I thought
I'm
I was
like I'm
getting
dying.
hit. Yeah, I was like, oh man, I'm messing up so bad right now.
No, I thought there was a platform over there, but... Wrong button. I'm kind of personally I'm playing Nier Replicant, and the buttons have me kind of confused. So this is a little shopping area.
Yep, so you can spend those obolites. There's 2 of them. That'd be a pretty good one to get, but let's check out everything else too. There's 2 on the sides.
If I use it, I'm guessing it doesn't matter, right? I don't have to hold 300. It's just collect. I just did it. I just like, let's go.
You're spending it.
And this stuff again is not persistent on your cycles.
Right, so you'll get different things every time.
Yeah. And even if you unlock it, it doesn't carry over.
Exactly.
Evidence of rudimentary xenotype.
And there are some certain items that can make or break
Lacking
a run.
resources to decipher the
For example, there is the astronaut figurine, which essentially is like a
Second life. Yeah.
I believe there's another item as well that does the same purpose.
Discovered a fragment of the xenotype language. Detecting a strange energy reading. Setting a marker on my map.
Like so much to look at. Whoa, 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 man.
Also, if at any point you need to use that alternate fire, you'll hear that sound once it's ready on your controller, and then also if you hold down the trigger and it's not timed yet, you can hear it powering up, so you'll have audio cues once it's ready.
I keep forgetting about the tentacles. I keep thinking it's like an item.
No, go back and grab that before you don't get that yet. Go get the the item, the consumable, and then use it. Yeah. Then you should be set to get that.
Good tactics. Good tactics.
And as you go on, there's I think you get up to 3 consumable slots.
Fascinating. I've discovered a kind of
There's a chest.
technology that records
Nah.
There's
past
2.
or
One of
visual
them is
archives
probably
lost.
full crap. Oh!
See, there you go.
There you go. Alright, good.
You also have the ether that you can use if you want to, and
I say ether.
I always saw ether as well, but I feel like it should be, I don't know, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, on a different planet, it's called ether.
Both are acceptable in my
No,
eyes.
either.
I just didn't want people to judge me, okay? But you can use they're pretty rare, but you know, if you really want, you're able to use them to cleanse those items. It's another weapon. So that's a shotgun.
Oh, is that the shot? Yeah. No, shot. I'll use that. Oh, so is this the parasite? Yeah. Another risk reward.
Encountered a small life form.
All these choices just make me
Seems docile.
stressed.
It gives you the heebie-jeebies.
It is parasitically attached to my arm. Does not appear hostile. Somehow, it's strengthening and weakening my suit.
I always think about Buzz Lightyear when she taps that screen. Just contacting Star Command. So if you go to equipment, you can check out what that parasite's doing.
This is perfect for us because we don't have.
We don't have the melee yet.
Yeah, we don't have the melee, so this is good for us for now.
It's an ideal time to have something like that.
Mm-hmm. And these are little transport areas, so now we can travel quickly.
Yep.
And this is what I was talking about. It tells you on a map, you know, certain things that you've missed. Like most of these right now are those teleport areas. So let's keep going. See how fast we're. About 45 minutes in. Let's see how far we can get. Hopefully we can get to the boss.
And every time you go through a cycle, and as you play, and you'll get better, and it goes by a lot quicker. Especially once you start unlocking stuff that carries over. So you'll have the melee weapon. You won't have to worry about collecting that. Once you.
Oh, what are you?
That's the. That's the. Is that the same thing as? The thing that killed you the first time? No.
Forgetting about that. Get back here. Yeah, I just want to emphasize that that red that you see, it messes with me.
The adrenaline?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what's going on? I'm getting hit. And then it causes me to panic move, and then I like end up going into like an enemy's shot. Got one more. Get over here. That was overkill. I shouldn't have done that.
You'll get it back in a few seconds.
Alright,
Get
so
that Opalite in the corner. That might be able to.
Here. I don't want that. This is a parasite, looks like. Oh, either. I'm so used to like purple being bad.
It's epic loot, man. There's another Opalite thing in the corner to your left. And that'll be enough, so we'll get rid of that malfunction. It's in the corner, so all the way to the other end. I think it's that thing on the map. Yep. Oh. There we go.
Okay. Let's go. I'm going backwards. Alright, in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip the side door here. Oh, you know what? Oh, crap.
There's one on the other side, too.
Yeah, but that's just... That was like hell. Not 100% sure what that does, but... I picked it up.
That can't be here.
It's the house from Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, yeah. So, this is the story element we were talking about. I kind of don't want to do it now in the interest of time.
You can't. You need the key first, so
True.
You can
You
just
know what?
keep going.
That's what we're going to do.
I think I am reliving my memories in that house, but not fully. They're corroded. Some parts.
If you get the key, I think it might be worth getting. You get the figurine if you go through it, and that puts that in your item pool as a possible things you can get. So.
Losing my mind. There's no comfort here. No safe space. And the astronaut keeps following me.
I think that weapon was a better carbine. Just remember quick glance when you went over it. That was like in the first Matrix movie when Neo did that little cartwheel and he picked up the gun. The gun.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is the boss room, which, right?
Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
Which you don't have the key.
Yeah, so you need a key to get to it. But, once you have that key, then you don't have to worry about getting it again in the next cycle if you die. So all you have to do, technically, if you want to get through as fast as possible, is find that same boss door.
Well, no, you need to find the portal room.
To get back to the boss.
Oh, if you wanted to fight the boss again, yeah.
Well, I'm like, if you die. Excuse me, I forgot you're so good at this game. You're not good at that.
This is not a game where like standing still.
Yeah, you don't ever stand still. Unless you really want to start that new cycle.
Oh, geez.
It's revenge. It's revenge time.
Yeah. Oh no, I messed it up! Alright, I know you're impressed. I know you're impressed. Let's see, what's this? Nope. What's this?
Oh, you definitely gotta grab that one.
I think this is the gate. So this is where we go to the next.
Appears to be another teleportation device,
Next biome.
but more complex in
But we
construction.
need a key for that.
Discovered a broken automaton, clutching
Our lightsaber!
potential tool. Appears safe to repurpose. Oh. Xenotype blade weapon. Adding to equipment for immediate use.
So now we have our melee attack.
I wish we could change the color.
Red's cool.
Blue. So this is how we bypass these energy gates. So
Anytime
we-
you see vines or anything like that too.
Mhm.
Or if an enemy has that red barrier around it, then that's how you would break it.
You know, I haven't seen one of those yet.
The barrier?
Yeah, the barrier for the enemies.
I've seen quite a few. And at first I was like, how do I, like, I thought I had to like alternate fire, it didn't work. Eventually I figured it out.
So this is where the fast travel comes in handy. Okay. This way.
Boss key? And just leave, just teleport.
Let's see, can we one-shot this boss on this run?
Got a good security system over here.
Strange energy source is beyond this.
There's an item over there. We can
It might be
a
tied
weapon
to
rather.
White
We
Shadow.
can check it out, see if it's better than what we got now.
So, just to hit the point again, we're recording about like what 55 minutes right now, or give or take, and you know we've essentially kind of rushed through because you
Right.
know we've rushed through here, and you know if we die we have to start over.
It'll be quicker, granted, but at the same time, that was a lot of. This is just the first biome, and it's a lot to explore.
Let's see if we can kill this boss in one go.
Did you use the carbine last time? Was that your weapon choice?
Yep. Win or lose, this is the we're approaching the end of our video here.
honest, looks like we're doing really well. Much to our dismay, it's got multiple health bars.
Yeah.
I remember I was so excited once I got to the end of that first one and I saw the health bar go back up and I was like, wow.
Probably would have been better if I started this fight at a higher adrenaline.
Nice. You also got your consumable, so you can increase the cooldown on your, or quickly get rid of the cooldown for your old fire.
Oh, how did I not get hit by that? Did I get hit by that?
I don't know if it just hurt, like I could swore that happened to me and it didn't take any damage. I don't know if it was just if you're at the outer edges it hurts.
Come on! That was my dark soul skills. I can't even talk properly. Oh, jeez. Wow.
Spamming.
Just realized I don't have a healing item.
You're good, man. You're good. You can fire off another ultimate fire. That's your consumable.
Yeah, hold on to that at the last moment. Oh no!
Nice. First try.
Well,
on this, yes, first try.
Not really on my first try.
This is the first time you played this game.
You're right. What is this game? So this is the Crimson Key, and this is what we'll use to unlock the next
Acquired a
biome.
new kind of unlocking mechanism.
Oh, go to that thing
This could
first.
interface with a different
I don't know what the
kind of
cubes do,
translocation
but
device.
this is where you would use the cube. And then you can grab the other cube that's right outside of it, and then use that one. Okay, so by the time I got to this, I was just so hyped that I was able to beat that boss that none of this made any sense to me because I was still on that adrenaline. See, now you got 2 cubes.
What would I do with it?
You put it in a machine.
Listen, you didn't come here to watch our videos for like a walkthrough or anything, okay?
Right. We're just here to have a good time and make jokes.
Act like we know what we're doing. This removes any parasite that we have, but we'll keep it because I like it.
It's our buddy.
Yeah, I call it Timmy. Right here?
Yeah. And there's certain story items as well, so somewhere in the map you would get the house key. You would be able to go into the house, and then there's a little background on Celine. Nope.
What did I do?
Well, you might as well just go back up. There's a teleporter up there. Wow, okay. Just gonna take the long route, I see.
Bam!
I'll need to explore the other side.
Gotta love that SSD. But here we are. We're in the next biome, and
I'm in a sprawling desert now, detecting another strange energy from a mountain summit, ascending towards destination.
then we'll do the same thing all over again. Try to get to the end, beat the boss, get to the next biome. And if you die,
You start back in the beginning, but you don't have to fight the boss again to get back to this point. You just gotta make it back to that same gate.
yeah, well, you know what? We'll show you. Let's die.
You're gonna make it through this entire biome.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up beating the game on camera. It's
Mhm.
gonna be swell.
Be doing like a whole 100% walkthrough.
You get the platinum trophy just immediately. Also, once you get to Biome 3, there's a way to skip directly to Biome 3.
Spoilers.
Crash
Supposed to tell them that.
again.
Common knowledge.
And here we are.
Lost all your disposable equipment.
I'm
You
alone.
still have your sidearm. You still have your sword.
Nothing is here.
You have your ether.
And knowledge. Don't forget, knowledge is the most important thing. We keep our knowledge. But yeah, that's it. It's been a long video, but there's a lot to show, and there's some drawback to this game, and I have to say it is a major drawback because it's very limiting in when you can play the game. But other than that, I'm really excited to continue playing this game. I think if you're a fan of roguelike, you should try it out.
Definitely.
And if you just want a challenge, I think it's a go-to. So, and if you're just got your PlayStation 5, this would be probably the perfect game to play to really showcase a lot of the features that it has.
Yeah.
So that's it for this video. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, just leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, later.